to the Village of Bartlett Committee meeting for January 21st, 2014. Call this meeting to order and ask that the clerk please call the roll.
Trustee Ahrens?
Here.
Kammerer?
Here.
Carbonaro?
Here.
Martin?
Here.
Ranke?
Here.
Shipman?
Here.
President Wallace?
Here. Planning and Zoning is seems to be the only committee on our agenda this evening. Camera.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. President. And, I think we'll let the staff take this over. I think you can. This is talking about MJ&B Contractors, the petitioner. You've got information on that, do you?
I do. Thank you, Trustee Kammerer. MJB Gerber Road's Resubdivision is a proposed two-lot subdivision for the property at 5N011 Gerber Road. It's on the east side of Gerber Road, just north of the Examiner existing house. Mr. Borzaszewski is here, and he is the petitioner. He's the owner of MJ&B Contractors. They would like to rezone the property to from the ER1 estate residential zoning, which it was annexed a number of years ago to the village, and rezone it to SR2 suburban residence, split the property in half, keep the existing house and remodel it and remove, sorry, I'm a little behind on that. This is what it's going to look like subdivision-wise. They would like to remove the attached garage for the existing house, and they would rebuild a new detached garage to the house. Part of the request for that lot with the existing house would be to get a variance to allow the front of the property, the front of the existing house, to remain as is, and they're asking for a 26.75-foot variation from the 35-foot front yard to allow the house to remain as is. And then, if you look at the screen, you can see how much further that house is closer to Gerber Road. And then they would also obviously like to rezone both lots and then build new on Lot 2. Lot 2 would obviously meet the 35-foot setback for that zoning district. The property is less than 3 acres. There is no detention required. However, the DuPage Stormwater Ordinance requires post-construction best management practice on the new individual lots for if there's new impervious surface areas more than 2,500 square feet. That will be reviewed by Building and Public Works. The impervious surface of Lot 1 is 17%, even with the addition of the detached garage and driveway. The existing house is connected to water and sewer, and then they will have to provide that the well and septic have been abandoned, and obviously they would require water and sewer for the new home. The petitioner would like to move forward on to both the Zoning Board and Plan Commission for public hearings and to review the project. And the petitioner's here if you have any questions.
Does anyone have any questions on the board for the petitioner? If not, then
I do.
can we move that along then?
Thank you. We'll move him along to Zoning Board and Plan Commission.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Second thing we have on the agenda is the sign plan amendment to the Still Bar and Grill, and you have information on that too, Jim?
I do. The same petitioner, Mr. Gaylord, who you just granted a liquor license for the Still Bar and Grill, he is petitioning to amend his Unified Business Center sign plan for the property just south of the Village Hall on Main Street, where the business would locate. It's also the site of the barbershop, and this sign plan was actually put in place in 1988. The specific colors were not what Mr. Gaylord would like to do. And it is also a smaller sign size requirement than our current sign plan.
You're a nice guy, Gary.
And,
Sorry.
They would like to increase that sign size as well as accommodate some additional different colors. Here's a proposed look at what the sign would look like. The petitioner has petitioned for this signs plan. It would be similar to the sign plan on the south side, which is owned by Mr. Kruger. They would eventually probably put a ground sign up that would mirror that. So it's essentially identical to what Mr. Kruger has in his sign plan. And so they are, they've also agreed to put some additional facade on one part of the building. Here's just another look at the elevation and kind of the uniformity of the sign that would be proposed. Oops, sorry. And so they are in front of you. If have to go to they're asking to go to the Plan Commission to have the Plan Commission review their Unified Center sign plan for their shopping center. And if you have any questions, they are here.
Theo?
I just, which one of you is Mr. Gaylord? Why don't you do it in yellow?
Sorry?
Why not in yellow?
Sure.
Oh, I agree, but the yellow, I think, kind of connotes you're calling it the still, and yellow kind of goes in with the old-fashioned theme. That's fine. I just wondered why. And Jim, how much bigger will this be? Is it just the word still that's going to be bigger than the other signs in the center?
It's really just the overall sign plan. When this sign plan was prepared, we only allowed 0.9 square feet per linear foot of frontage.
Okay, I'm asking about the size of the letters. Are the letters
It'll
going to
be similar to what's out there.
The letters
Yeah.
will be uniform.
If you look on this, the still is bigger, but it's in terms of the overall signage, it would be the same as what Eddie
Okay.
is allowed.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for thinking of Bartlett.
Any other questions?
As long as it's not neon and flashy, say like Las Vegas, that looks good.
Any other questions? I have a question. How'd you come up with the name The Still? Is it going? There's not going to be a still in there, I'm assuming, right? Is it legal? Huh?
No, it was a play off the food that you and I have been developing, especially as far as the rail, for some time. And we kind of picked the venue of what we wanted to bring for our actual reservoir.
Could I make a suggestion? Why don't you come up to the podium and, if you want, give us a 90-second rundown of your business.
And what kind of food you'll have.
Because there's a good chance some of us might be patrons.
It is often called. So.
Again, what we started out with was the concept of food that we
Thank you,
wanted to
Eric.
bring to a new location, and Bartlett was the choice that we made. And from that, which the food actually is a play off of the South, which kind of is where the still came from. We're big into barbecue and smoking, and we have another place located in Buffalo Grove on the golf course that chicken and roasted chicken is a phenomenal item that we serve up there. So we're going to bring those flavors also along with that, which is the fried chicken of the South. But that's where the playoff came from. We're going to have the part where the facade is you spoke about that we'll be doing something to try to bring it back to life a little bit. That's going to be used as a carry-out. And we're also going to feature a small taqueria in that, kind of to hopefully gather some business and give something for the trained people to be able to grab quick and go. It's going to be very authentic. We have some chefs that are pretty remarkable with that also. So that's where we got the concept from the food. So we battled with names, came up with the still, play off the South, obviously. We would like to eventually actually have our own private label version of whiskey and stuff, because again, there are 3 to 4 refinery or distilleries here in the Chicagoland area that are doing pretty well with their versions of the whiskeys, the ryes, the vodkas, and the gins. So that's kind of where all that kind of came together. The bar is going to be, it's not a teeny bar, a teenage bar of any sort. It's kind of a little more of an upscale. We call it kind of a Smoky Mountain variety of a bar. So it's going to be kind of rustic inside, but furnished well to where it's comfort and watch a football game if you want to, and go from there.
Fantastic. When do you plan on opening?
We got a little bit of a setback. Weather, of course, didn't help us these last couple of, about the last month. Right now, we're hoping for March 1st. And according to what happened today and everything, I believe with a little bit of help from the weather, maybe we'll be able to do that.
Be just in time. Hopefully you'll be open by March 17th. It's a good day.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's one of the dates always on my calendar, March 17th.
Oh, yeah.
March Madness.
Taking up the space that previously was Village
Massey's.
Massey's
Yeah.
Village before that,
Massey's.
wasn't it?
Yeah. We gutted the whole place. We have all new kitchen appliances coming in, furniture, the whole place. I mean, we basically, there was not a wire left when we got done cleaning it out because it was accumulation of a lot of years of different people, I think, doing some of those things. So rather than let it all just
Bathrooms,
exist. and
too?
try to- Pardon me?
Bathrooms, too?
Oh, yeah, bathrooms have been, they're much bigger. The one in the restaurant is the female restroom, and the one in the bar is the male. They're ADA compatible, so we've redone all those to where they look like they're too big, but I guess we have to kind of keep it like that. Yeah, it's all been redone.
Good.
I'm sure if you have a soft opening, you'll let staff know about that.
Absolutely.
Right, okay.
And we'll be there March 17th, too. Don't miss that.
What's your approximate square footage of your establishment?
It's about 2,500 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
Where
very
the
much.
little entrance, which would be that door where the facade needs to be worked on a little bit, that'll be the carryout, but we'll also have a little area around it with shelving or seating for people who might want to come in and grab a taco or wait for it. Menu will also be available for the restaurant, but the primary thing will be the barbecue, the smoked meats, and chicken. Chicken is real popular. Play off that will be salads and various sandwiches and stuff that we do, we think a pretty good job of.
Brisket? You going to do brisket?
One last
Sir,
thing.
my favorite.
There you go. That's good.
That's what started the whole thing with
There you go.
the idea of smoking. That's the
what we
number
want
one
to hear.
thing.
Brisket.
One last thing, and certainly the approval of your plans are not dependent upon it, but we do encourage you to join the Bartlett Chamber of Commerce as soon as you can.
Okay, absolutely will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
If the still is making its own liquor, do we need a separate liquor license down the way for that?
We'll worry about that when they get there.
Good luck to you.
Yes,
The bathtub?
yes, they will.
Good luck. I really appreciate that.
Class F doesn't
Putting
quite
that
cover.
trust in the village. Thank you.
Good luck, Mr. Gill.
Thank you. All right, then, if there's no other questions from the board, can move this forward then, Jim?
This will move forward to Plan Commission. Thank you.
Expeditedly.
And that would be all I have.
Thank you, Trustee Kammer. That is it for the committee meeting. To entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Trustee Aaron's, second by Trustee Martin. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Aaron's?
Yes.
Kammerer? Urbanero?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Ranky?
Yes.
Pittman?
Yes.
Adjourn.